Hi, I'm Susan.
And I'm Rachel.
And we're the dietitians in the kitchen at Pounds. And today we're going to show you how to do meal prep with sheet pans so that you're going to cook once and make 5 meals for your week.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay, so what we're going to make today are going to be baked chicken breasts with some seasoning and some ratatouille, roasted vegetables. And we're going to start by I've got 4 chicken breasts here. You can use as many chicken breasts as you think you're going to need throughout the week. It kind of depends how many people you're feeding. If you live by yourself and you're cooking for one, that might do it for you. If you've got a big family, you might want to make a dozen. But what I like to do with my chicken breasts is set them on a cutting board and cover them with some saran wrap and use a meat mallet. And if you just kind of pound them out a little bit, they'll cook more evenly because they'll all be the same thickness, and it just makes them a little more tender. You don't have to hit it too hard.
Look at it flatten right out.
Yep.
Increases that surface area so you can get more flavor in there.
Exactly. All right. So that looks pretty good. So I have a sheet pan ready here to go, and basically I love using parchment paper. I think it's one of the greatest inventions ever. So you cover your tray with parchment paper and it makes cleanup so easy. So I'm gonna pour a little bit of oil on each of the chicken breasts once I get them on the pan. Actually, Rachel, because I've got chicken all over my hands, if you don't mind pouring a little bit of oil, I'll wash my hands.
Okay. Let's coat the chicken in oil here. It's probably, I don't know, about a tablespoon per breast, maybe a little less. Just use your eye.
And then I have some seasoning. I mixed up sort of a variety. I have some thyme, turmeric, and then I'm going to do some salt and pepper, but you can use just salt and pepper. You can mix any of the seasonings you like, depending on what you're going to do with your chicken. But this is going to work for us today for the recipes we're making. So I'm going to just spread that around. I'm going to add a little bit more salt and pepper. And you're going to have to watch these when you put them in the oven. I would say as a rule of thumb, it's about 20 minutes. But you definitely don't want to overcook or they're going to get dry. So check them after about 15. These are about, I measured these are like 10-ounce chicken breasts. So I think they'll probably take about 20 minutes. And you can use a meat thermometer. See if it reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. That means they're done. But if not, start with 15 in a 425 degree oven. So I'm going to put these in and we'll move to our veggies. All right, so now Rachel's going to move on to show you how to prep the vegetables.
All right, so we have 2 zucchini already chopped, an onion, a pound of cherry tomatoes, and 1 eggplant also already chopped. It's a dice. The tomatoes are just cut in half, and the onions and the squash, I'd say, is about 1/2 inch to 1 inch dice. So they're all chopped, ready to go. I'm gonna take my avocado oil here, or olive oil, your oil of choice, and I'm gonna I got a lot of veggies here, so I'm gonna pour probably between like a quarter
cup.
Quarter cup. I was gonna say, yeah, a quarter cup, maybe a little more, 1/3 of a cup, somewhere in there. And then we have some rosemary already chopped, so we're gonna throw that on in. We'll do some fresh pepper and salt like we did on our chicken.
Be generous with salt and pepper.
Got a lot of veggies to cover here.
Yeah, and you can make smaller amounts too if you don't want to use this, but this is going to make a couple of meals for my family of 4, so I've got a hearty amount of food. So, while Rachel's getting this on the sheet pans, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do next. So, dinner tonight's going to be the chicken breast and this mix of vegetables, this roasted ratatouille. But we're gonna show you next how you can take the leftovers and make a taco salad with some of the chicken. We're gonna make a curried chicken salad. So those are two great lunch options you can meal prep. I'm also gonna show you how to make a quick white chicken chili with some of the leftover chicken. And then we're gonna do a sausage with cheesy spinach and ratatouille. So that'll have you pretty covered. If you need other options for the week and you're tired of chicken, you could throw in a couple hamburger patties you could make, or some meatballs. You could do some crock pot pork, shrimp stir fry, and that'll give you a little variety. But this should last you for at least 3 dinners and several lunches.
Sounds great. I'm just gonna add, it looks a little dry, I'm gonna add a little more oil.
Yeah, that was a lot of vegetables.
Yeah, there's a lot in there, that's for sure.
And you're probably gonna wanna
Alright.
use like the 2 sheet pans like Rachel has, because if you crowd the vegetables, they'll start to steam instead of roasting. So you don't want too many vegetables on 1 sheet pan. You want like a nice thin layer.
Definitely. So that moisture can escape instead of getting trapped within those veggies. All right, how's that look?
Looks delicious.
All right, let's pour half and half like you said. Okay. If you're not sure what half and half looks like, just go back and forth
Right.
and even it out, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back over here. And I'll spread it out, of course, back over here. I can spread it out more in the end too.
Yeah, you can get messy, but I can sort of help you use my fingers.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Just spread it evenly, like we said, so we can let them roast.
Okay. That looks
Should
great.
be about one even layer.
So these
Alright.
should be done probably a little bit after the chicken, maybe 25, 30 minutes. You can keep an eye on it. We'll let you know what it's gonna look like when we take them out.
Okay.
Okay, so it's been about 23, 24 minutes and our chicken is done. So here's dinner tonight. I'm gonna take one of these, put it on a plate, and serve it up with some veggies on the side. And then our second pan of veggies, we're gonna save for a different dish later this week. But